Hey everybody, I'm Gitchagumi,
I'm Christy May.
and that makes this Wine with the Wifey Coffee Edition. Should be going live here. Yeah, there we go. All right.
I'm sending pictures.
I see that.
Well, German Chris was at a festival last night, so he actually was awake, but he was partying it up.
Yeah, he was whooping it up, as they say.
Yep.
All right, got all that going. We actually got stream beats playing tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So now my AI DJ is going to be all confused again.
I mean, it couldn't be as bad as mine. Freaking Georgia.
Well, she ruined mine. I still get like every time I start the thing, it's like, oh, I know what you want to kick off your day, and it plays Ricky Martin every single time.
What song?
Livin' La Vida Loca.
Go figure.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. She gets a good giggle out of it when she's in the car.
Really?
Yeah, she thinks it's hilarious.
When her music comes on?
Yeah. Go get my little AirPods so that I can do a quick sound check.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Well, where are they? Oh. Whoops. Coffee cup is doing stuff with the mouse. Whoa. That's really bright.
All right. We're back. And we're going to see what we see here. Okay, cool. I got the music. I got everything going. Good to go.
Freaking Iowa John is messaging now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened with it. It was like okay yesterday, and now
What lighting?
my lighting. I look like I'm tan as shit, and I'm certainly not.
We kind of look like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Like the hairstyle and everything.
Yeah, I was gonna start working on that, but I'm
That's.
gonna make sure I don't.
I mean, not to be mean.
Well, it's a fact. I'm not sure why. Oh, I know why. Because I did it like this. Hold on a second. Can I go there? Like this. There we go.
My hairstyle's still Donald Trumpish, but at least you're not Oompa Loompa.
Right. There we go.
What kind of trash movies is he watching?
I don't know. What trash movies are you watching? Oh, still?
I've never seen that movie. What? There's 6 of them?
There's like 12 of them.
What?
Yeah.
How do they have anything to add to the next movie?
They don't. That's why they're trash movies. They're all the same movie.
10 of them? Do they have the same people in all of them?
I think the main characters change as they go through. I'm pretty sure The Rock was in one.
Really?
Yeah, The Rock was, and okay. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna go. I don't know if they're if we're gonna go the whole 8 hours tonight. We got appointments and work and stuff tomorrow, but
Oh yeah, I have an appointment tomorrow. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? The dentist?
Yep.
Yeah, let me check this. Yeah, 10 o'clock. And then I have a 2 o'clock appointment too. And the insurance.
Yep.
Man, I've got to find a t-shirt or something. It is too warm over here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I had to turn the AC off. Otherwise, we'd trip the breaker.
I'll be back.
Okie dokie. It's all me now, everybody. I think clearly I have some of the audio issues fixed tonight. So we don't have just like the canned music in Restream. We got our own normal playlist that we normally play. If it's too low or you can't hear the music or music's too loud or whatever, just let me know. I can easily adjust everything. And then if we do get it to a point where I'm throwing down on some gaming action, I will also be able to have the game audio playing through. So this time. So we are good to hook, as they say in the business. So how's everybody aside from Gandalf, which, by the way, welcome to the stream, Gandalf. Anybody else watching? How y'all doing tonight? Sunday night. We're doing a little bit of a relaxed stream. I think we've talked about possibly moving our regular stream time to Sunday night because I think for the foreseeable future, I won't be going in to work on Mondays in the morning anyway. Tomorrow's kind of a fluke thing, but it's going to be a while. And then even after I'm done with schooling, I might not physically have to go in on Monday. So it won't matter if I'm like, dragging my ass to the computer in my pajamas or anything like that. Yeah, it's hot. All right, she's back, everybody. So yeah, we might be doing Sundays as our regular stream night. It allows for Steven to partake, which he's one of the OG fans. And we'll see how it goes tonight. I feel like a lot of streamers take Sunday off, so there might be
nobody online.
Yeah, there might be demand for somebody to do just chatting on Sunday.
Or nobody's going to talk to us.
Well,
because there's going to be nobody online.
That's a possibility too. We'll see what happens. We'll give it an hour or two and see how it shakes out. I'll throw one of them up there, get a little stack up. There you go. The chat bot's doing its job. Stack Up, Combating Veteran Suicide Through Gaming. It's a charity that reached out to me to see if I could help them out with spreading awareness. They have a crisis help hotline that they operate through Discord. And they do various, events like sending care packages to deployed soldiers, and then also providing trips for people that want to go see deserving people that want to go see an esports competition or go to a con or something like that. They pretty much focus on gaming and geek culture, so pretty cool organization if you ask me. Not a lot has changed since last night.
Yeah.
I did some door dashing today. I'm getting back into that. The way they do it out here is you get paid hourly to door dash, so it works out. It's actually a little bit better, I think. Oh my eye.
Yeah, what about your eye?
I don't know. It's like feels like it's got something in it, or it's like that, like how I used to always think there was hair in it or something.
Mm-hmm. Like after you got that blade of grass that stabbed you.
Yep. That's what it's feeling like.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Looking for a white tank top.
Oh, you're shopping?
Yeah, I just freaking want some white tank tops now.
Yeah. I hear you.
Apparently, everybody's an extra small or something.
Oh, they're all out of stock?
Yeah. What the heck?
That sucks.
There's this like chocolate one. Maybe that would be worthwhile.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh, it says I have like 3 things in my bag. What the heck is in there? It's weird.
Who knows? Is that on whatever that website is?
Oh, it's from it's in Gap or Old Navy and Gap.
I see.
It still has my white tank tops from when I was on the Gap in there.
I see.
Yes.
Well, is Steven Perez gonna show?
I know, we literally did this just for him.
Just for him.
Mm-hmm.
He did say to make sure I text him when we go live.
Yeah, why didn't you do that? Hello. Extra small. Everything is 40% off right now on the Gap website.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it a holiday or something? Or is it just because school's starting?
I think because of school starting.
Yeah.
And then there are some places that are already advertising Labor Day sales.
Really?
Which is super weird.
This is the end of September, right?
No, Labor Day is the beginning of September, and it is like the middle of August right now.
Yeah.
You said
Oh.
it's the end of September. Like if it was the end of September, it'd be my birthday.
It's about time to be putting Labor Day stuff up.
But not have like a Labor Day sale. What kind of Labor Day
Well,
stuff do you put up? Like there's not like Labor Day clothes,
no, well, aren't you not supposed to wear white or something like that?
like white jeans after Labor Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a thing? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's a thing. Let's see. Sales.
What was I? Oh yeah.
Some of the styles right now are just so weird. Just like, am I just too old for these stores now?
I mean, maybe.
Because I would literally not wear pretty much all this stuff.
I mean, you just gotta wait a couple years and it'll come back around.
No, I'm never gonna wear this stuff.
No, I mean the style will come back around.
Oh, old lady style.
No, it'll be hip and cool and with it again.
What I'm wearing?
Well, what they're
Cardigans,
selling.
tank tops, and
Yeah, they're gonna sell stuff that you like. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right now it's super weird. Everything's got poofy sleeves. It's got like
the bare shoulders or whatever.
a lot of bare shoulders, a lot of crop shirts, a lot of like, I mean, it's a lot of 90s.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I feel like that was big in the 90s.
Like there's this like one shirt, I'm like, man, I wore this when I was waitressing at Sturgis. Like those shirts that you had like the drawstrings in the middle of the shirt and you could like pull the drawstring and it would like make it short, or you could like undo the drawstring and it would make you could pull the shirt longer.
I mean, I can conceptualize it,
Yeah,
but
you probably
I
don't
don't
understand.
think I ever saw them.
I'm sure you saw them. Well, I don't know. You probably didn't because you were pretty young at that point. People were probably not wearing that kind of clothes at your age.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because that would have been like junior high for you. If they were wearing that clothes in junior high, that'd be like, holy boats and hose.
I don't honestly remember what the style was during junior high. I never had a sense of style, so I just wore whatever. Activision. So Microsoft's only got 2 more countries to agree to allow them to acquire Activision.
What's that?
They're the ones that make World of Warcraft, Activision Blizzard. They have World of Warcraft and Call of Duty. Those are their big titles. But Microsoft requested to engage in an acquisition with them like 3 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago, for like $69 billion or something like that.
Okay.
And they've had a bunch of obviously hurdles because there's like a bunch of antitrust concerns that people have when 2 big companies merge like that. But the FTC just or the FCC.
FCC, yeah, you know me.
That's right. They just dropped their FTC, Federal Trade Commission. They just dropped their lawsuit to try and prevent it. So the U.S. has essentially acquiesced to the merger or to the acquisition, So now the only ones they have to wait on are New Zealand and Australia. And once they agree, then they can do the acquisition. And then all the Blizzard games will be on Microsoft Game Pass, and I'm super excited for that. So I feel like there's going to be some sort of incentive that I might be able to start playing World of Warcraft again, although I have been enjoying Guild Wars 2 quite a bit. Quite a bit.
This clothes looks like if I was to wear it, I'd look like Michelle Obama. I think this is where she shops.
She shops at the Gap?
Banana Republic.
Banana Republic?
Yeah, I think so.
I was listening to my podcast playlist while I was out there driving around today.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that, because it's Sunday, it's all just like opinion pieces and stuff like that. There's not like a whole lot of news that they report. But they did this one, the Wall Street Journal did this one story on Allbirds shoes.
What's that?
It was a shoe company that, like, their whole shtick was that they wanted to be sustainable and use, like, the entire shoe apparently was made of wool.
Uh-huh.
So there wasn't any plastic or rubber or anything in the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it was one of those things that just like super hyper expanded and then collapsed under its own under its own pressure, because people loved the idea of this sustainable shoe, and then all of a sudden you had like Barack Obama was wearing them in a photograph, and like all these Hollywood stars were wearing them, and like they became a real fashion statement. And then the company just started to try and like sell jackets and sweaters and like, you know, other accessories and stuff like that, but there just wasn't any interest in it. And then they tried to, their target audience was like older people, like the housewives.
Mm-hmm.
That one housewife from New York that's got the crazy eyes.
Oh yeah. Oh God, I can't remember her name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She apparently did like a TikTok where she was talking about them, and so that was like the age group demographic that they were kind of resonating with.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the CEOs was like, well, we need to get the young kids because Gen Z is going to be the one that's going to take this company into the future. And so he started trying to really he started coming out with products that he thought Gen Z would like, and they came out with like a running shoe that nobody really cared about because, you know, runners, they have their brand, and it's really hard to get a runner to like jump to another brand of running shoe. And so they really didn't do the market research that they needed to do in order to make those releases. And then all their older crowd started being like, I don't even know what's going on here. These aren't the shoes that I like. Like, I like the stuff that you originally came out with. And so they lost a bunch of their older demographic. They didn't pick up any of the younger demographic. And then they ended up, they had some disagreements because it was a co-ownership kind of situation, and the two owners had some disagreements on how to bring the company into the future, and then they basically just imploded. But they went from being a Kickstarter idea with a $30,000 goal. They raised something like $170,000 in 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then within the first year, they were a publicly traded company. And then I think it didn't take, you know, it only took a couple years, and they just imploded under the pressure. So I thought it was an interesting.
There was like a similar shoe like that. It was like super popular that basically I think it was like made out of like all plastic or something. And I think it's still sold, but like I just know like all of the officer wives, typically are like wearing the whatever fancy type shoe that costs like $500 for
Yeah.
whatever. And then all of a sudden they started getting this one shoe that was like, all recycled plastic and blah, blah, blah. And um, I remember the little click, the FRG click at 16 cab, those two that
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
Anyway, they were like all about it. They were, how to get them, and they're all about it and blah blah blah. And then I like Gloria and I looked it up, like looked the prices up, and she was like, I am not spending over $100 for shoes made out of recycled plastic. She's like, no, I'm sorry. Thank you very much. She's like, and then she had a friend that had a pair, and the girl said that she had the worst blisters from them.
Jeez.
And I was like, gosh, I can't imagine getting this really freaking expensive pair of shoes, and then you can never wear them because your feet blister so bad in them. Nope, not for me. Can't remember. I'm gonna look them up. Yeah, I think they're called Rothy's. Oh, now they make men's shoes. Okay.
So kind of like the opposite approach, where the one company's making their stuff out of like wool from their own sheep, and this company's making it out of, I'm guessing, recycled plastic.
Yeah.
I always see on Philip DeFranco's show, he's always advertising for Vessies. Those look like interesting shoes.
Yeah, so their goal was to create a stylish and comfortable women's flat shoe from single-use plastic.
Huh.
Reducing the excess that occurs with a traditional shoemaking process. But now it looks like they have like men's shoes, kids, women's, and sneakers. I don't know how you have sneakers because they look like they have rubber soles, but okay. But the regular women's shoes, the original ones that came out, $189.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the type of shoe that I typically wear, like the loafer type,
Yeah.
yeah, $200 something here.
Holy cow.
Yeah. No, that's insane. I don't know. I just can't. It's too much. I'll stick to buying my shoes on Poshmark.
Yep. I'll stick to just letting shoes randomly show up in my closet.
Yep.
I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to do, because when I start riding the bike into work, I'm going to have already a jacket and protective pants to figure out what to do with.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's worth it to wear over the ankle boots and then have to change into some other kind of shoe to wear at work,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's so funny. They freaking show a tank top, but they show it with a woman wearing a jacket over it, so you can't even see the tank top. What's the point of that?
Oh, yeah. So you can't even like see the straps or anything.
Yeah. Insane. Okay. Let's see what my size is. It says, okay. Maybe I'll tell my truth on my height. Okay. No, I'm going to lie a little bit. Okay. What's my age? Oh, geez. It goes 35 to 44 or 45 to 54.
Well, you're 35 to 44.
Yeah, until next month.
Right.
Okay, I'll go with that. I'm a petite. 0. Sign in. Jesus.
Is Pierre in here, or did he get himself locked in the guest room again?
Oh, I don't know.
Last night after the show, I was walking around the whole house looking for Pierre. He's our little Coton de Tulier, our little black and white boy. And could not find him anywhere. And I just happened to notice that the guest room door was closed, which it normally is like cracked open a little bit. So I went and pushed it open, and yep, he was just got himself trapped in there. So who knows how long he'd been stuck in there, but he was happy to be out, that's for sure.
What in the heck? Give up. Okay. Says that I'm an extra, extra small.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I wonder what I'm going to be for pants then. Let's figure it out. Pants. 7 for all mankind. Petite. Size 25. I am 28 inseam. Okay, I've put my sizes in here, but it's not telling me. Like, okay, I want to know. Okay. What is my pant size? The heck? Okay. If I wear size 25 in women's pants or a cool size pants, then I in banana green brick. Let's see what it says. Okay.
That's a better way to do that, I guess.
What the heck? Okay, petite size chart. Okay. For tops and sweaters. Now I want to know for pants. Bottoms. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm a 0. I'm an extra small.
Figures.
Because let's see here. I want to say I measured my hips last time at like a 34. Let me double check.
Take a look and see if we got any claims on last night's show.
Measurements. No, I want to see my hip size. Come on. Okay. Maybe it's in my health. Measurements. Oh. I can, if I wore my Apple Watch, it has a fall detection.
Yeah.
Now I just gotta remember where I put it.
You already lost it?
I don't know where I put it. I don't know. Maybe I wrote my numbers down. Nope. Thought I had the measuring tape in here. Maybe
I think it's in our room.
I'm gonna look. So I guess I gotta measure my hips again.
It's just us. Jamming out. Oh, I see. Oh, suddenly I started hearing myself delayed through this computer, so that was bizarre. Okay. Weird. Maybe if I do it this way. That worked. So I suppose I can share what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of updating the descriptions on a bunch of videos.
Hips and my chest is the same size.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's weird. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I'm right between an extra small and extra small so I'm either a 00P or a 0P for pants. See what size I am for dresses. It says for my bust.
Okay.
Extra small. Tops. Wow. Okay. $34. 34. Body shape. Okay, let's see. My bust is 34. Waist is a 7.
Then that's that. Everything that I had to update.
Where's
Templates is just dynamically update as things happen, like we get subscribers and stuff like that. Having any luck over there
Oh, for me? For what?
with what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I gotta remeasure something.
Okay. I'll do that then. How is everybody doing tonight? I'm already done with my coffee. So much for the coffee with conversation. Now it's just conversation. I'm here to make conversation and drink coffee, but I'm all out of coffee. Anybody know? Anybody familiar with that reference? It's a little Duke Nukem reference.
4, 6. Says I'm a rectangle.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I was just trying to figure out what my body shape is. Says I'm a rectangle. Says I'm athletic in appearance. Body is well proportioned and athletic in appearance.
Well, there you go.
Says that my hips, waist, and bust are all about the same size. What? They're not really.
Yeah, I don't think that's accurate.
I'm a 34, 27, 34.
Yeah.
That's not the same size.
No.
Okay, let's try a different calculator. Let's try next calculator. Oh, okay. 4.
That'll work. I just swap to the sides because that way when I point that way at Chrissy May, we're sitting in the same room.
Says I'm
pointing.
I'm a rectangle again. It says you're a rectangle shaped female if your hips and shoulders are pretty much the same width.
Huh.
It says a small waist with little or no waist definition. The outline of your body without many curves. That's what it says.
Huh.
A rectangle body shape is also known as a straight figure, boyish figure. That's what it says I have.
Wow.
Says celebrities with a rectangular body figures: Natalie Portman, Cameron Diaz, Gwyneth Paltrow, Gwen Stefani, Sienna Miller. What?
Huh.
Okay, let's try another one. Okay, body type calculator. Oh wait, I've done this one before. It seems 34.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it says I'm a rectangle.
Interesting.
The heck? But it says my waist to hip ratio is 0.74. What does that mean?
0.74. That means, I don't know. I would think that your hip to waist, so hips over waist.
It says females with above 0.80 have been found to have a significantly lower pregnancy rate than those between 0.7 and 0.79. So apparently I'm supposed to be fertile. I mean, I did get pregnant easy, but I just couldn't like stay pregnant. It's interesting. I feel like they're supposed to be like men are most attracted to what ratio? There's like a number says healthy women have ratios of 0.67 to 0.8. Well, I'm in there. It says that most men tend to view around a 0.7 waist to hip ratio as most attractive. So that's like the rectangle people, which is interesting. It says that they chose mostly predominantly Caucasian women that were approximately 120 pounds.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, back to picking out
outfits.
Tank tops.
Don't get sucked into that.
Oh, I wonder if they have cardigans yet. Cardigans. Oh, they have some on sale. Oh, this is a cute one. But not for $180.
Oof.
Sheesh.
Sheesh. Let's see. What can I do?
Oh, I like this one.
Hey, there he is. Steven, welcome to the show. How are you?
Whoa. It's a men's cardigan.
Okay. What's that?
Oh, I was just checking out. The men's cardigans are hecka expensive.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Good thing I don't wear cardigans.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about it. Oh, yeah? Since last night? Or just in the last couple months where we haven't been streaming?
these sweaters are so cute. I need it.
Do you guys have an espresso machine?
Yeah,
Yep.
we do.
Actually, we got an espresso and we have like a Breville
Bravo Bistro
big
Express.
fancy espresso machine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love this. This sweater is so pretty. Feel like I need it. The tan is more expensive. That's weird. Oh, they got white. No. Extra, extra small, petite, it says. Check out. Whoa. My savings, $53.47.
Nice. How much are you spending?
Nothing yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my billing address has changed.
Over here.
15218. All right. On its way.
Oh, good. Do you have an espresso machine, Steven?
So I got 2 white tank tops coming, a brown tank top, and that pretty wool sweater that I saw on sale. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Can you lend us a hand?
I've been like slurping down my coffee. I feel like I need more at this point.
Yeah, I'm already done with mine. Oh. Oh, yeah.
My desk is so dirty from the move. It's disgusting. Like the dust on it looks like actual dirt.
Yeah.
It's like this house is
I wiped it down
actual dirt
when I
dust.
set it all up.
It's gross. Like look at this. Oh. It's like disgusting.
The mat.
The mat on top of the speakers, on top of my lights, like my keyboard. So gross. We're gonna have to work in the basement.
Yes.
Like absolutely spend like we should really like slot out some time, like an hour or two, and just go down there and freaking go through it.
I agree.
And then actually also like put some pictures up on the wall.
Yeah.
Too, because it's driving me crazy. I have all these like stuff that goes on the wall and it's just like leaning up against the walls everywhere. And then
Yep.
it's like difficult for me to vacuum around.
Oh, man.
But I do got my little picture of my Gingin. My little ginger. My puppy. I need to trim my bangs or something a little bit more because they just get into my eyelashes.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's annoying. I feel like I need to trim my... I'm going to sound like an old man here.
Nose hairs?
No, my
Ear hairs?
eyebrows. Because they, like, when I wear my glasses, I can see them in my eyeball. And it, like, I feel like there's fuzzies or something dangling in my eyes.
Well, I went to cosmetology school. I know how to do that.
I know.
I could do that for you.
Okay. I just always think it makes me feel old. This is not going to work out.
I'm going to go trim them.
You're going to go trim them?
Yeah.
Oh, your bangs. I thought you were going to come trim my eyebrows. Try this again. That's better. Okay, nope. a little toot, like a brr? Is that what you're looking for? Or? I mean, if you're asking me to drop trout, I keep telling you it's the wrong channel for that. Yeah, see, you gotta go to the other website for that kind of content. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, that stuff's legit. Got a little kitten chirping away over there. Oh, is this the one that goes like that? I need to be able to use that thing for. I know this comes to where I started. So how did I not get that? Man. There's no way for me to get back up there from here, is there? I could. Yeah, I could. Well, I just won't follow this line off. I'll keep going up. There we go.
What are you doing?
She's being a little cute.
Because my computer just... There I am. Okay. So, maybe I didn't do it as much as I needed to. Thought it was good.
What's that?
I thought I did it enough, but maybe not. It's just like it hits it like
Right there.
right there. Yeah. I feel my eyelashes touching it.
That's annoying.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing, kitten?
Oh, does she? So if I fly that way, oh, I need to get up there. All right, well, I guess we're trying it again. So you go hit this up to that vista, and then I have to actually land over here instead of veering off. I go to this one. actually do like this. And then let's go with this guy. Make it easy to get up here.
Lulu's like,
Lulu?
yeah, she's like, leave me alone, kitten.
Yeah, Lulu. Sometimes she just don't like the kittens.
Yeah, I think she just literally does not like Dahlia.
Yeah.
Dahlia's just like, I love you so much. You're my mom. She's out there singing the song of her people. Dahlia.
There we go.
Come here.
Now I got it. Now I can continue on. Already did that one. So we'll just move along, move along.
Viva.
Is she snoring?
Mm-hmm.
She's a happy little puppy.
Yeah. Well, she's not little.
Well,
Happy chunky puppy.
happy chunker. Yeah, hero points earned.
Gosh, my computer is doing the thing again where it's like going black.
The screen's going black? That's weird.
Yeah, it says the screen is set to never turn off when plugged in, which uses more power.
That's weird.
And it's just doing that.
Yeah, it's weird that it goes black then. It shouldn't. Ah, that's right. I did that updraft, which I can't use yet.
Freaking crazy. I don't understand. This computer is just weird.
That's what I'm working on unlocking here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Well. Bow. So long and thanks for all the fish. Okay. So what can I do? That was that. I don't know that there's a way that I can get up here without that. So guess I'll just continue on my merry way. See what happens if I follow down this way. Ah, yes, of course. Another required updraft.
Pierre, what you doing? You're walking around.
He's like, I'm just making my presence known so I don't get locked in the guest room again.
He was laying in the bathroom on the bath mat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He's like, this is pretty chill in here. Well, hi there, Pierre.
You coming in to check it out?
Mm-hmm. Yep, he just licked my foot.
He's a cute.
Here's Barley. He's like, oh, he better not like come hang out with you because I'm in charge. I think that's so crazy how he was just not letting Chrissy Yumi go anywhere near me.
Yeah. Being a protective boy.
Mm-hmm. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna lay down there? I hope you lay down there and just like, that's it, dude.
Hopefully he doesn't unplug your camera again.
Yeah. Okay. He just laid down. He looked up at me. He's like, did I do it right? Okay. Good boy. Just lay. Good boy. There's your good Barley. Yeah, I'm getting all the puppies around me.
Yeah. They all love the mama.
Mm-hmm. He's on his pooter.
On your pooter, okay. Well, I'll do this then, since basically just going in a loop here. And then we'll go link is in the link. Shablam, hello.
Well.
Oh, look at this dog. It looks just like Barley.
You talking about me?
I think you can share your screen.
Me?
Yeah, I'll be
I don't know how to do that.
I'll show you. So if you drag this over here, and then you click on that, and then click on the screen you want to share and hit share, and then I can turn it on.
Oh, well, I didn't need to share it. I was just looking.
Yeah, but when you say that, and then
Oh, I gotcha.
now you can say, look at this dog. It looks just like our dog.
He looks just like Barley.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Okay, how do I
Oops.
unshare it though? Oh,
Just
it's
like that.
gone now?
Yeah.
Can you hear
Okay.
me or
Well,
no?
good. You can control
Yeah,
it.
you're really quiet though.
Hmm.
I mean, I can. We got our music kind of blaring too, so.
My mic is up as loud as it goes.
Let me do this. Now say something.
Hello.
No, I think that just turned you up on the
It
stream.
says that Irish setters are a pretty vocal breed.
That makes sense.
I would say that.
Yeah.
Because they say they have their own form of talking. Also, it says they love being wet.
Yeah.
That's very true
Goodness.
for him.
Yeah, it is. You were a lot louder yesterday, Gandalf.
And nothing's changed on my end.
Hold on, let me. Yeah. Say something.
I am talking right now.
Yeah. I don't know. That's weird. Oh, you know what? I bet you, honey, if you turn your speaker, I think your speaker was a little louder last night, and that's why we could hear him.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
How about this? Is this
You
any
turned
better?
it up for me. Do I have to turn it up again?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Was it better now?
Talking. Yeah.
Hello.
Say something, Gandalf.
Hello. I am Gandalf, the grape.
Still a little quiet on our end, but
Do I need to turn him up more? Because if I do that, you're going to be really loud.
you what now?
Gitch, you're going to have to be quiet now.
I mean, I don't know. Nothing is different. My mic is all the way up. I can maybe boost my volume through the Go XLR.
I think we just had Chrissy May's speakers louder last night. We were also drunk.
Yeah, but that doesn't explain how we could hear him, but not be hearing you echoing through the whole freaking room.
Yeah. Unless
Did you do something on this thing? I feel like you did something on this little thing yesterday.
that doesn't. I did, but it didn't change anything.
Yeah, I already clicked on that to see. It's not like Discord.
Huh.
Maybe it's in settings. Click on the wheel.
That's just for you.
How's this?
Oh, that's better.
So, yeah, Windows turned my input volume down to like, it's just adjusting it as it see fits. And so I need to fix that.
Yeah, you're coming in clear now.
Yeah, and then Gitch just has to stop squeaking his chair around. Literally all I hear.
That just means you need to buy me a new chair.
No way.
Yeah, way.
So hard on them.
Yeah, I am pretty hard on my chairs.
He was very picky because as soon as I got this chair for me, then he was like, oh, I want a chair like that. I want one of those mesh type chairs.
Yeah. I've always wanted one of the mesh chairs.
And then he got one. And then he's like making it, he's like breaking it. Squeak.
All right. But you can hear me now. Like, is
Yes.
it good? Is slightly too loud, slightly too quiet? Like, the shit is literally adjusting as I'm talking. I can't turn it off.
That's weird.
That is weird. I don't know if you're coming through the stream. Let me. All right, say something.
Say something.
Well, now you're completely muted.
You. He's working on it.
We shall wait a moment. In the meantime, if you're new here, you check out Stack Up, combating veteran suicide through gaming. Worthwhile organization. If you want to throw them a few dollars, use my QR code and
Test.
any little bit. Oh, now
Oh,
you're
yeah.
coming in nice and clear.
Okay. All right. So I had to turn off Windows enhancements to the audio that kept turning it down.
Oh,
because
yeah.
It's too loud for Windows, but apparently, I mean, I'm still not a fan of Restream. You know how many times you use it? I'll still find it wanting. But it seems like I have the kinks figured out.
That's good. I mean, the restream, it just works for what we're doing.
Yeah. All right, I gotta adjust the volume here again because it won't. Okay, I keep putting it like 50, and then it just sets it down to like 30. Oh, with 42, 39. The fuck is this doing?
Is it restream that's doing it, or?
I don't. It's Windows. I don't know what's doing this. It doesn't make any sense. Now it's
I
down
think
to
you have a
32.
ghost in your computer.
Like, can you hear me getting quieter as I'm talking? Or
Yeah.
is it the same?
No,
Yeah.
you definitely started out strong and then got quieter and quieter.
Yeah, I don't.
Quite bizarre. Let's see here. All right. That's crazy.
What?
The music coming out of my speaker is just slightly ahead of the music coming out of your speakers.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're muted again, Gander. Oh,
Now Gandalf's gone.
he disappeared. He's back.
That. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Do I sound okay?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Is it adjusting again?
To be determined. There's anytime an OS tries to like make it easy for the user, it simply means they're just gonna do what the OS thinks is right and just the user will think it's fine. That's not the case though.
Well, yeah, because the target audience for that is not like
Yeah.
a power user.
Yeah. So I have to keep adjusting shit because it's not saving. It's so fucking annoying. Yep, it's still adjusting.
That's so weird. Yeah, I guess everything I've read about Barley seems to point towards he's done something that in the past that he doesn't like.
Huh.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Tustin.
Tungsten. Yeah, I don't
Tongueness.
know why Windows is hell-bent on adjusting my audio to what they think is correct, because I can tell it's already getting quieter.
I mean, you're sounding okay still.
All right. This is the most frustrating fucking thing.
Do you need more coffee, Gitch?
Yeah.
I'll make some. I'm gonna get
Okay.
myself some.
Okay. I'm gonna go turn down her speakers real quick. That ought to do her. Nope.
God, this is frustrating. Is this what it's like every time you stream?
Yeah. Although this stream has had very few technical difficulties. They all happened before we went live.
Oh, well, I'm glad to introduce them then.
Yeah. I was setting up my alert for the donor drive and it would not play the sound effect. I think Steven has probably been waylaid by the Voodoo Rangers. Oh, you're muted again.
How about now?
Oh, there you go.
Apparently there's some my motherboard has a artificial intelligence noise canceling and stabilizing feature that is fucking everything up.
Oh, fantastic.
Is my guess, because I'm just going through now and disabling everything but my Oculus Rift in case I ever want to stream that. But generally I just play porn, so I'll probably never do that. And what I'm talking about, we're talking with now. Everything else should be disabled.
Well, you're sounding okay now.
Good. And hopefully it's not... Alright, we're going to bump my input volume up to 50 again. And we'll just see what happens. Are you gonna relegate me back down to... Oh, yep. Well, okay, we're going down. We're going right back down to 35. 33. Okay. This is the most frustrating thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's frustrating when you just want the computer to do... Really not to do anything. You just want the computer to leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
And it just
I've got the tools and the skills to handle it.
If we do...
Is it a Chrome thing? Does Chrome adjust?
Oops. I mean, Chrome hasn't been doing anything for me.
Oh, I'm seeing I'm reading the thread.
Well, actually, I'm using Brave, but I mean, it's a Chromium.
Yeah, but Chromium is not Chrome.
It's true.
It's the same way that Linux and Apple are both Unix systems, right? But totally different. So I'm reading a thread. In my case, nothing suggested here have worked, which is everything that I already did. But I managed to nail down the problem to the Chrome browser. For some reason, despite any settings, it's able to gain control over your mic level. I installed an extension called Disable Automatic Gain Control that blocks this functionality, and now I'm finally able to talk in peace.
Wow.
So I guess so. I'm in the works of transitioning away from Chrome because of the bullshit they're doing.
Yeah.
And I guess this is one more extension I need to add in the interim.
I just use the Brave browser. I've been using the Brave browser for a while. I got it because I started getting into crypto mining, and it's like the browser that they all use. And then it just has been working nicely for me. So
All right, I'm gonna restart Chrome. I'll be back in a minute.
okie dokie. You're back.
I am back.
Oh, and you sound much better.
Wonderful. And my volume is not being adjusted by Chrome. Nope, it still fucking is.
Yep.
God damn it. All right, I'm going to join on Firefox then. So
Alrighty.
see if that works.
Well, the technical issues will be resolved at some point before the heat death of the universe. the meantime, let's throw this up there. We'll go and hit that QR code. Go to the store if you choose. No pressure. It does go to support me and therefore the channel, but this goes straight to
Donate to
Stack Up.
//rstrm.io/e/xnb.
That goes straight to the charity. I don't see any of it, but it is a good charity. Highly recommend you check them out and throw them a few bucks if you so choose. They definitely do good things for veterans. So waiting to see if Gandalf comes back. Also waiting on that. So we'll go and talk about this maybe, I guess. Let's see here. So this is a demo account. I'm not in a live account just yet. I'm still trying to get confident in my trading method, but I think I'm going to just focus on support and resistance, which that's where this entry came in. This level right here, where this line is, we had this big old wick punch in and then push back up, and then a bullish candle afterward, and that's where I entered. And now it's just been going sideways since I entered. So we'll see what happens. I hear Chrissy May coming back up the stairs. Uh-oh. Okay. Had a little spill. We'll be right back. Nope, there's still quite a bit of coffee left. We had some straight there. Yeah, better first. Okay. No video. Nor audio. Oh, thought she was going to sit down.
Get out of here. You guys are insane. Wow, this keyboard's so dirty.
Yeah.
It's like scary dirty. And then I don't know what has my like speakers like stuck in one spot, but like I tried to like move them a little bit last night and they were like, nope, we're not moving.
Yeah, the cable's not very long.
Is that the situation?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, here we go.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, he's still trying to figure out his
Jesus
sound?
Christ.
you're very
Turns out
quiet.
Restream has hidden in their settings. They show all of the settings except for one. You have to click on advanced setting, and Restream is the one that's been fucking up my volume. Another
Really?
negative
What
point
is he
on
saying?
Restream for me. I don't like Restream. I don't like you. Restream.io, if that is your real name.
Well, I mean, it's been working for us.
How is it that you can
Has
hear
it
him and I
though?
can't? Did you just
Well,
turn-
I had to turn my speakers way up.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Whatever. I don't need to hear anybody. I'm gonna sit over here and drink my spilled coffee and eat my cheese.
Well, he was a lot louder before.
Yeah, right now, you mean?
No, before.
Wait, before. Okay,
Like-
so let me see.
When you would boost it up and be like, "I'm back," and then it would like slowly get quiet, and now it's sounding like when it's quiet.
Well, no, now I'm at that level. I'm at 50. This is where I was at when I was like, I'm back.
Ah.
I mean, I can go. This is here at me 90.
There you go.
Is 90 better?
Yeah, that's good.
No, I'm getting on.
Ugh. Okay. So Fast and the Furious. Okay.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. I did a whole Fast and the Furious thing just now. Or
You
spelled
did?
Fast and Furiously.
Yeah, she fell. She
Oh.
got tripped. The little puppy dog was doing a Fast and Furious.
Z-Pups.
Well, I mean, if he hadn't been wearing his leash, wouldn't have been such a situation.
There we go. That's good lighting, I think. All right. Anyway, so yeah, I'm in the middle of Fast and Furious 6, and you're asking how can they keep doing content? I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. It's already pretty far off the fucking rails. But it's mindless entertainment. It's modern day action. Well, not modern. This was made 10 years ago. But it's decade old action. It's been really interesting to watch because the first one came out in like 98 or 99, and they're like the big score is a truck full of TVs that also have VCRs built in. And that was like the big score was a bunch of VCRs and TVs that had VCRs built in were like the ultimate. Yeah. The weird part is the cars stay the same. They're like still working with like 90s and 80s cars, but the technology is just getting slightly and slightly better with each movie. It's really strange.
Oh, I see a little Discord behind
That's
you. Honey.
crazy. Oh yeah, Discord was downstairs with me too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was very interested in what the Breville was doing.
Ah.
But if you have any fast, fun, and furious queries, feel free to send them my way. He said to no one.
Yeah. Our whole 3 viewers, all of which are me.
Barley, you getting on?
He's like, boy, cheese. I like cheese. You gotta pay the cheese tax.
Oh, now my eye feels like something's in it.
Yeah,
It's our house.
it is. It's gotta be.
Well, like I was walking up and down the stairs and I was just like, man, it's amazing how much hair has collected on the stairway.
Yeah.
But like, if I don't like go up and down the stairs and like do stuff throughout the house every day, the stairs get horrible because Chrissy Gumi doesn't help at all in the day. You know, it's not like
Like
she's
pulling teeth.
like I saw that the dishes in the sink are the ones I asked her to do 2 days ago.
Well, I mean, as a kid, got to get on that.
She didn't listen.
Well, then you take shit away.
Oh, we've taken
We've
everything
already
away.
taken. We don't have anything else to take away. Maybe her door.
Yeah,
but
that's it.
That's a bit.
Doors last thing.
You don't get food unless you clean the dishes. I mean, that's what they did to us in high school, right? Like, we couldn't get food unless we had the fucking trays, which they had the tokens that we
Yeah,
totally
the token.
broke the entire system. One of
Yeah.
my favorite stories of all time. But, yeah.
Yeah, I like reliving that story every now and again.
hmm
Just remembering playing craps in the hallway.
I don't remember how to play it now, but man, we
And then
were.
it actually ended up being worth money because they started losing so many tokens.
Yeah, and I had
Like-
so many tokens.
like,
Oh,
if you have
God.
extra tokens.
Do you remember the packet I turned in? I had to use a manila envelope to turn them all in. And it was 110 tokens,
What?
Yeah.
which gave me $110, which meant I got snacks for the rest of the year.
Wow.
Every
Yeah.
time there was that early morning break, I would buy like $5 worth of snacks.
Jesus.
Oh.
My screen keeps turning off.
I remember my parents asking me if I needed lunch money, and I was like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, I was the piece of shit who was like, yeah, of course I do. 'Cause I didn't want them to think something was up. And suddenly he's like, what do you mean you don't need lunch money? You're not eating? No, I'm eating. I just don't need money. The math doesn't add up there.
Yeah, my mom, it was kind of a situation like where my mom figured out when I was stealing her cigarettes.
Mm.
And she was like, "Are you stealing my cigarettes?" And I was like, "No." And then I stopped stealing her cigarettes as if that wasn't obvious.
I'm getting double gitch.
You're getting double gitch?
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, because he was like loud as hell in here.
Yeah, but there's no, like, Chrissy May's speakers aren't making any noise.
Well, you were actually speaking pretty loud.
Well, regardless. Yeah, then one day she was like, I haven't given you lunch money for a while. Do you need lunch money? I was like,
Do you need
"Nope,
to eat,
good."
son?
It's like,
No.
I got it figured out.
Which is what every mom wants to hear from her teenage boy. Don't worry, Mom. I got it.
I got enough money. Don't worry about it.
I got you covered, Ma. We're good. We're in the black. Don't you worry.
I mean, nowadays it'd be kind of worrisome.
Wow,
It was pretty worse than back then, yeah. We weren't the best of kids. We certainly weren't the worst, though.
No, we were. I mean, I think all things considered, we were pretty good kids.
Yeah.
Barley, seriously. Stop.
Yeah, my
me.
mom would always get mad that I like play games. I was like, would you rather I go do drugs? And she was like, no, that's not the point. I'm like, it kind of is, though. So me and my friends, we make silly Battleship and Pop-Tart videos in my bedroom. Other kids are fucking fighting and getting high. So which lane you want me to go here? Because
Right.
Yeah. That's why my parents, I don't think, worried about it too much because they're like, well, he's just playing games. So, and I think that's why they let me, like, when we'd have the big get-togethers over at Nate's or.
Well, anytime we went to your house and we played, what was it? We played 64.
Yeah.
Which is basically code for it's midnight. We're gonna sneak out of the house and run around the neighborhood for 2 hours for no goddamn reason.
Yeah.
There had to be times your parents woke up were like, "Yeah, they're out. It's fine."
Yeah. I'm sure they did. We didn't get into too much trouble.
We really didn't do anything bad. We just literally wandered. We never like.
Well, yeah, until they started building houses in the jumps.
Well, that was before 64 became a thing, though.
Because
that was still
started 64.
Well, it was sort of it was the prelude to 64 because we were in Mr. Moody's class, which meant we were in 9th grade. And you and I had math together, and that's when you went through and you wrote down every possible combination for the little lock thing.
Yeah.
What class did you say?
It was math, just like algebra. We broke into the houses that had doors on it, but no walls, and we just wandered around. And that's it. And you maybe smoked a cigarette or two. And I smoked a fucking coffee filter. Which is literally just burning my lungs. But I didn't like cigarettes and I wanted to smoke something. So that's all we had. God damn.
Yeah. Oh, those were the days.
Those were some days anyway.
Smoking a coffee filter and snorting pixie sticks.
Oh yeah.
I can say I've never done either.
Well, that's straight up just a young boy activity.
Yeah. There's no logical reason that we should have done either of those things, but we sure as shit did.
I remember my sister doing the pixie stick thing. I was like, what? What? Why are you doing that?
Well, she's closer to our.
I mean,
age.
shit, in Boy Scouts, we would snort pixie sticks and then turn around and grab a bucket of Kool-Aid powder and just like lick our hands and shove that shit in there. And it looked like our hands were like, it looked like we fingered a devil on a period.
Man, it was all about the Tang
awful.
powder.
For me, it was always the Kool-Aid. Had to have the red Kool-Aid. My fingers needed to look blood red.
The best part about it for me was I'd get the little tub of Tang like the first day we got there. And by like the third or fourth day, the humidity would have caused all the sugar to like stick together. So you could roll it into like a little ball of sugar treat. And pop it in.
God. I remember when we grew out of that and we realized all of the younger scouts were still doing that shit, probably because of us. And we're like, hey, I need one of you, only one, to hang out with us at the campfire here. That way they attract the mosquitoes and not us.
Yeah.
That was our logic. Like, hey, Elliot, get your little brother over here. He needs to be our mosquito distraction.
Yeah, man, so many. That was
weird
fun times. Just sitting around the campfire and pretending we were older than we were.
Yeah. Well, pretending we were superior than we were because we were a year older.
Yeah.
But it was all hazing. That's all it was. And that shit doesn't end until like after college. You know, you especially if you were the type to go into frat houses. You join a frat house, you get hazed, and then the next year it's like, oh, I get to do the hazing now because last year I couldn't. And that's the logic, and it makes no fucking sense.
Yep, that's true. Oh, yeah. He's trying to make himself a bed. Well, yeah, because it all smells like us. He wants to snuggle with it. Quake 2, huh?
Click to what?
The Quake 2 just came on to Game Pass.
Like a foreign language for me.
Quake was a first-person shooter in the 90s. So most people know Doom. That was a single-player first-person shooter. But Quake was the first like competitive first-person shooter. Well, not the first, but it was the first popular competitive.
Yeah, it was a very popular one, yeah.
Yeah. Because my favorite one was Rise of the Triad. I wish that one would have taken off. Because
didn't that turn into like? Isn't Tribes kind of the spiritual successor for that? Because that took off. But I never played Quake or Tribes. I never played
Tribes. Rise of the Triad. I used to play at Terry's house on his LAN. And what was cool about it is it was the first FPS I can remember that had like taunts. Like you could hit the F keys.
Oh,
it would broadcast. It would be like, I see you. And if you were within proximity, the other person would hear it. So it was, I mean, pretty advanced to have proximity triggered audio like that. It wasn't like it wasn't like voice chat or anything.
Right.
You had to use the function keys and it was a pre-canned message that would broadcast. But it was, I thought it was cool. And then it had cool weapons. My favorite one was the drunken missiles. You'd like shoot these missiles out and they'd just go all over the place and just like, it was like that scene in the first Iron Man.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it. But it didn't take off, so. Oh well.
So what's the plan for the week?
Glove World. It's going good. How are you doing, my friend?
Hello, Glove World.
It's Patrick. What are you up to? GW? Maybe.
Do you two still keep up with Intern Ryan?
Keep up with who now?
Intern Ryan?
Yeah, I've been talking to him, letting him know that my life is really relaxing now.
Good.
Trying to get out of San Francisco. Oh, because of traffic or what? Or just trying to, in general, get out of San Francisco? Like move or...
Get out of there. San Francisco is pretty expensive,
Very expensive. Yeah.
I recall.
I mean, I think
Pretty
California
decent
in
weather,
general.
though.
Yeah, well, I don't think Northern California is too bad.
Well, it's pretty mid. Because I used to live.
Yeesh.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That-
I have heard. I'm not sure if it's San Francisco or San Diego, but one of them is like really going downhill. It was on the news the other day.
Yeah, sure. I'll remove it. But I need to replace it with another shirt. So I need to request what color shirt, because I'm pretty sure it's against TOS.
So when
But
we
here,
were-
I'll give you here.
Yeah.
It's
When we
pale
were
as hell.
in Washington that first time when we lived in Tacoma, remember how many times my truck got broke into?
Oh yeah.
I mean, crazy. Can't imagine. I'm still.
And then the one time that the guy was breaking into your truck,
Mhm.
and you went out there like, "Can I help you?" And he was like, "The guy owes me money."
I was like, it's my
Yeah.
vehicle.
Really?
No. That's crazy. 150 a day. That's
Wow.
insane.
That's nuts.
That reminds me of a time when Rhino was heading back to his car after dropping off a delivery, and someone was trying to break into his car, and Rhino was like, "Can I help you?" And the guy was like, "This ain't your problem, man." And Ryan was like, "Okay," and he unlocked his car in front of the guy, and the guy like just dropped the crowbar or whatever it was and walked away. It's like pretty peaceful ending, all things considered.
Yeah. This ain't your problem, man.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay. Boop, boop.
I was
All right, I'll see you later then.
That was my problem.
I would not have responded that way. I would have been doing some psycho thing.
You would have jumped him.
I mean, if you get a let's just call it what it is, the crazy white bitch attitude, you can scare off anyone.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I've been pretty disappointed with the criminal with the judicial system in this country lately.
I mean, it's been pretty downhill for a long time. Let's be
Well,
real.
yeah. I mean, it's affected our life directly recently, though, a couple times.
Oh, I don't think I know what you're referring to.
Well, most recently, well, not most recently. When we first got out here, Chrissy May got taken by a scam. And, like, you know, she's a prior business banker. She's not an idiot. She knows, you know, she keeps up on all the tricks and everything like that people are trying to pull. But
Everyone is vulnerable.
yeah, they caught her in a moment of vulnerability, and she lost some money, and then the bank is basically like, well, you're the one that gave the money to a scam artist, so it's your responsibility. And I'm like, really? That's your answer? Like, we got scammed, and you're like, well, you're the one that gave away the money, so unfortunately, suck it up.
Yeah. Well, just keep in mind, banks are for-profit companies.
No, I know. And I was looking through the financial. I literally told the guy, I was like, all right, I understand you have your $11.7 billion loss that you need to recover from last year based on your balance sheet.
What bank are you at? Because if it's U.S.
USAA.
Bank...
USAA.
Wait, really? USA has been nothing but fucking stellar for me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, and I was like, I've been with you guys for 15 years, never had an issue. I understand you got $11.7 billion loss that you're trying to recover from 2022, but I promise my $600 is not even going to make a difference in a decimal point on your balance sheet. Like,
what happened for 20? I don't know anything about this. What happened to USA in 2022?
I've seen like a crap ton of people been having issues with USAA lately, and they're going to like Navy Federal or like, what is that, like PenFed now?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
popular one.
To be fair, I'll think like any credit union is going to be better than a bank, point blank. That's all there is to it. A
Right.
credit union is you know, it's owned by the people that actually give money, whereas a bank,
That
whether
sucks,
it's
love world.
whether it's USAA or Chase or Wells Fargo or whatever the fuck, they're a for-profit system. They are using you. You're a product. You're
Right.
giving them money that they can invest, and if you don't give them money or something, then they're going to charge you for it. And that's the simple reality of it
I
all.
mean, I know that. I have a accounting degree. Learned all about all that stuff.
Yeah, you just got it though. Come on. You haven't known shit about accounting until just now. So
True.
Freaking 21 years in the making.
That's true.
Laws have changed along the way.
Anyway, I was really disappointed in USAA.
yeah, that is disappointing. It's the first bad thing, honestly, that I've heard about. Like,
It was the first bad interaction I've had with him, and I was pissed. Like, I was yelling at the guy. He was like, I understand your frustration, but unfortunately, since you sent the money to the scammer, you're responsible. I was like, so what does the scammer get? The scammer doesn't get what?
yeah,
Nothing? They just get away with it? They just get my money?
That's been a big problem for a long time, because essentially, if you give money away willingly, it's I mean, shit. 20 years ago, there was a fantastic movie with Nick Cage called Matchstick Men, right? And we've watched it. I know we have. And it was the same deal. Scammers always scam. If they can convince you to give them your money willingly, it's not an illegal transaction. The most you can hope for is a chargeback, and that they'll actually side with you.
That's the thing, though.
And it sucks.
In this case, you're giving them money with the expectation that you're going to get a product in return, and we never got the product.
Right. And if you can prove that, then they might actually be on your side. But
You know, PayPal didn't give a shit, and USAA didn't give a shit, and Chrissy May had all the chats screenshotted and everything. So,
luckily I had one instance, the same, and you know about this, the same trip that I came out with you, where I had someone take advantage of me and my Venmo account, and luckily USAA was right on top of it and gave me the money back immediately. So there must, I don't know, they it's surprising.
I mean, I think it's because they had a pretty substantial loss last year, so they're not.
I think most banks did, though.
They did, yeah. Last year was rough.
Which isn't our problem, but they're
And
making it
it's
our
funny
problem.
because all they did was they sent me like a document. They were like, you can go to this website on the government or whatever and file a complaint there for internet crimes.
Yeah. Which
Okay,
nothing came of that. So.
that's amazing.
Yeah, never will. Yep.
I'm like, okay.
And then the other thing is, I don't know how many details I want to give about this publicly, but I guess bringing awareness to it isn't necessarily a bad thing. But Chrissy Gumi got herself in some trouble on Discord, where she was exploited in a sexual nature by older individuals that were posing as teenagers. But since they were all out of the country, I mean, like, we got the police involved, had a detective like go through, like, gave him access to the Discord. He went through and he's like, well, you know, this one guy is in the UK, he's 17, so he's technically a minor. And these other guys, there's no, you know, you can see that she was like videoing with them, but there's no videos in the chat thread.
Yeah.
So we can't do anything about it, and they're all outside the country. So we can't, you know, we can't extradite any of them. I was like, well, that sucks. So now she's just had that happen to her, and
What's really crazy about it though is, like, you know, how many years I've been like trying to prevent stuff like this from happening to her, and it's so freaking frustrating. And then despite, you know, it happening and then trying to explain like how dangerous this situation is to her, she literally was still like conniving away like to make a new Gmail and another
Yeah,
Discord.
she's
Like, she
literally
was right back doing it
sitting
again.
next to Chrissy May trying to set up another Discord account.
Yeah.
Just to start doing it again.
A mutual friend of ours that I used to live next to when I lived with Brandon, whose name starts with an R. One of her sisters, like, was caught sending. She was like 15 or 14. Was caught sending photos to like her quote unquote boyfriends and shit. They had to like strip away her phones, and like had no phone. Just didn't have a phone until she was 18. When she graduated, she got a phone again.
That's where Chrissy Gumi, like, I want her to have a phone because I want her to be able to like go to the library or like hang out with friends. But
it's a luxury. It's not a right.
Yeah.
It's a
yeah, I can't
She-
guarantee that. We're gonna try to get her this thing called a pinwheel, which is it's like a specially designed phone. It doesn't have internet access. It only has specific apps that are allowed on it.
Get a jitterbug. No apps. It's simply a flip phone that has numbers and a screen, like
The
we
problem
had.
with that, with the jitterbug, you can't control who she can communicate with, right?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't.
that's the thing
You
with
say
the
right,
pinwheel.
but
With the pinwheel, you can see who her contacts are and you can approve or disapprove them.
gotcha.
But she can't contact anybody that you don't know about, and then and I'm not trying to pick her friends for her, but
You have to protect her from herself.
yeah, I'm trying to protect her from herself. Exactly.
It's the weird cop mentality. Like cops are, and military are just trying to fucking protect people from their own stupidity, because it's usually heightened emotions,
Yeah.
and there's really nothing you can do to convince them otherwise.
I mean, I have a friend in Kentucky and they have a freaking payphone like in their town still. And her twin teenage boys are like 17. She took their cell phones away from them. And if they want to talk to their friends, she like makes them go to the payphone. She's like, it has like a freaking credit card thing. And like you swipe it and you pay for your call or whatever. It's crazy. But anyway, I saw a picture the other day on Facebook. She's like, "Yeah, just dropped him off so he could call his girlfriend." And I was like, "What in the world?" She's like, "Yeah, needless to say, they both lost their cell phone privileges, and so now they're using the payphone." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to get a landline in the house. They can go use the payphone."
And the real dick kicker about it all is the more you restrict her, the more she's going to resent you and try and do the things you're restricting her to do.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of people say that, but for one, we have, she's a neurodivergent child. So and she has reactive attachment disorder. So the traditional parenting
Doesn't
doesn't work
apply.
anyway.
Right.
And then I think that there's the flaw in that logic is people are assuming you're just taking this stuff away and not talking to her about why, or not talking to your kid about why you're doing what you're doing, which we have those conversations with her.
But what's really difficult is that her brain is just wired in a way that even though we explain why, she just still is not going to understand it easily. But, we are going through, we're doing attachment therapy. That's part of like taking everything, and then she can earn things back, but she has to rely on us to have these things. And that's the attachment therapy.
Sure.
So,
And it's like if she comes and asks and says, "Hey, can I use the computer to do X?" And then we say, "Sure, here's a laptop. You can sit next to us and do whatever you said you were going to do." And then that way we can keep an eye on what she's doing so that she doesn't try to go, make a secret Discord again and get herself in trouble or whatever.
Right.
And then that's the other reason I want her to be able to go to the library, because she can go down there and get on their computers to her heart's content. And they got firewall. They're not going to let her get to anything that she shouldn't be getting to. But
plus the little group that she's making friends with, they hang out at the library.
Yeah, there's a teen group at the library that she's
She
hanging out
just
with.
joined the
She's
Dungeons
actually
and
getting into
Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons with them.
Nice.
I got super excited about it, and I was like, "Oh, I can help you make your character, and we can blah blah blah." She's like, "Dad, I gotta do it with them." I was like, "Okay, I get it."
But I'm a dungeon master. Come on.
Yeah, she was telling me the other day, she was just like, Dad really wanted to get all in on my D&D character and everything. And it's like, there's a
You don't even know how to.
the library, and Dad is like, Dad. And I was like, what does that mean? She's like, come on, I'm like, I don't know. Explain it to me. And she's like, well, he's going to, for one, tell me like how it goes, and it's going to take forever. He's going to talk forever. And then he's going to use all these big words. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, and I'm just going to get bored and stop listening. I'm like, okay.
I mean, hey, we got to play with our friends and figure it all out and fall in love with it, and let her do the same. And once she does, you can be like, hey, I know how to run things.
I've already told her,
James, I know how to run things. We can make shit work if she wants to play more.
Yeah, I already told her if her and her friends ever wanted to play and needed a DM, I could.
Yeah.
Do that.
Oh, so I'm going to say this because I know my cousin is not watching, but my cousin is getting married on Halloween, or 10 days, the 21st, October 21st.
Wait, the chef cousin?
Yes. Well, he was a chef. He got
him a nurse.
He's a nurse now. Yes, he's a nurse. He was a chef. He got an injury in his wrist. He had one of his fingers went septic, where like it started, like the veins started going, and like he almost lost a digit, let alone a hand. Anyway, so after that,
we're just talking about life, man.
Yeah, that's what we do. Anyway, so he got married last year, I think, or the year prior, like a courthouse kind of thing, just because they wanted to get it over and done with and take the stress out. But now they're going to do like an actual ceremony and everything. So that's happening later this year, and I have to figure out the bachelor party. Right now, we're nerds, okay? I've been to strip clubs. I like strip clubs. Boobs are great. It's not his scene, so I'm not going to take him to a strip club. What he wants to do is the same thing that Gitch and I did, the same thing that I had at mine, is a low chill night, maybe a bonfire, you play some games, you drink some beer, you hang out with friends, and you just have a good old fucking time. Church is not in the option. That's church is irrelevant in this day and age. So I figured out a perfect campaign, and I'm going to create a classic Mario Brothers scenario. We're all going to play Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Yoshi, and we're going to have to go after, like, repent is not in my vocabulary, thanks, though. And then we're going to go after saving the princess in the castle, which is going to be Nikki, his wife. It's going to be great. Mario, well, so I'm thinking Luigi's going to be like a barbarian because he's just a tall psycho. Toad has got to be a Circle of the Spores druid. It's going to be great. We've got Yoshi, who's going to be a dragonborn of some kind. I don't know what kind of class can eat another person and then poop it out, but we'll get there.
I'm sure there's some homebrew class.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. And then Mario is going to be probably like I I don't know what Mario be. I'm thinking like a fighter, like an arcane fighter, because they can cast Firebolt or whatever. So,
Or
Yeah. I mean, there's a few
you could
options.
take like a Tinker from Iron Kingdoms.
Oh yeah, that'd be good too. Like an artificer that throws potions.
Oh,
stuff around.
Artificer. Yeah, there's one in
Yep.
5th edition.
And then Koopa, King Koopa is, or Bowser, I should say, King Bowser, the King Koopa Bowser is going to be a dragon-born BBEG. I don't know what yet, but clearly has to be dragon-born. So
Sounds like it'll be fun.
I expect that it will be fun for me and most of the people there. I think there's one person that does not like TTRPGs, but that's kind of his problem, not mine. So, anyway, I'm looking forward to it. Like I was, so the other night, last night, when you streamed and I joined you late, it's because I was at his house, and I was talking with Rhino about it, and that's where like all of the ideas came up. I was like, I kind of want to do this. What do you think about this? Holy shit! What do you think about this? And it kind of came from there.
I think Luigi should be a sorcerer that doesn't know how to use his magic.
Well, Luigi, he runs around, he screams a lot, he gets angry and smashes things, and he's a big boy. And that's why I think like he's kind of useless without the barbarian rage, but when you throw that rage in there,
Kind of sounds like me.
I always think of Luigi as like the black sheep kind of like.
well, he's the little brother, right? He doesn't get the attention.
Right.
And that's a barbarian thing. Like, you better pay attention to me, kind of thing. That's kind of,
Oh, no.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's my sister.
yeah. Like, Mario is the star. Luigi, who does the exact same thing as Mario, for some reason doesn't get the attention, probably holds it against the Mario bra.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking.
Well, because
Anyway.
there's been I watch Game Grumps a lot, and their whole shtick with Luigi is that he's like, whenever they play a game with Mario and Luigi featured, they're like, Mario comes up after everything's already done, and Luigi's like, "Hey Mario, I did everything for you," and Mario's like, "Thanks," and goes and takes credit for it all, and Luigi's just like, "Oh, whatever."
Yeah. Game Grumps, yeah, and exactly, and so Game Grumps is obviously done by what's Dan?
Yeah, Dan Avidan and Aaron Hansen.
Yeah, so
Ego
Dan is
Raptor.
also the front man for the band
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Sex Party.
Ninja Sex Party.
Yeah. He has really cool hair.
Yep, and I mean, he's got great hair, and he does a lot of work to make sure that his body looks good in a leotard, because every single concert he's in a blue leotard.
Yep.
And my cousin and his wife have been to several Ninja Sex Party concerts.
Really?
So it kind of fits that mentality. Like, I want Luigi to be the Game Grumps / Ninja Sex Party Luigi, which is like kind of a barbarian.
Gotcha. They've been talking about doing another Starbomb album on the show.
I know. I can't. Oh God, I can't fucking wait. I hope they do.
He's so cool.
It's such a weird album, like, but man,
I think it's cool that I found those guys because I used to watch Ego Raptor on E-Bombs World,
mhm.
like way back, the pre-YouTube times.
Yeah.
And then when I started watching Game Grumps, I was like, man, these guys are pretty funny. And then I found out that he was Ego Raptor and he did all those like sequelitis and like the awesome series, like wow, what the hell's that? Metal Gear Awesome and like all that shit. I used to love that stuff back in the day.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I feel like I chased off your religious zealot of a chatter.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were
basically said, "What are you doing? How about Jesus?" And
yeah, I don't think they were. I think they were trying to be funny, but
I'd like to think they'd be funny. Hey,
yeah, because Take a Seat was here last night, and he didn't say anything, or they didn't say anything about religion at all last night. So.
Yeah, maybe they are. I try not to throw shade. I just said it's not about me. It's not something I worry about. But anyway, if I did, I apologize.
It's all right.
I apologize to you. Not
cover your face up with the stack up donation link.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Stack Up. Donate to me now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they're a boy or girl, but they did nice institution test.
I think they were a boy because they were talking about getting it for their wife. Which, I mean, they could be a girl, I suppose, but yeah, because they said I'm gonna get my wife on that. I remember that now.
Wow. That was sent 3 hours ago. Cool.
Yep.
Are we just gonna go through all the chat records?
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't chase you away.
Looking,
I wasn't trying to be combative. I don't know if you were being cheeky, or maybe you're trying to make me your mission. I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad you're back or here still.
So this is kind of like way off topic, but on my Instagram, I get like, I literally, I don't know. I get like notifications or this person just like pops up in my feed like all the freaking time. And like she follows me for like, I don't know, cancer reasons or something. Like she had breast cancer like, I don't know, 8 years ago or something like that. And I guess I posted something once about cancer awareness or something and she followed me from it. She's a psychologist and like says that she's like an author and a like motivational speaker or something. And she followed me and you know, I followed her back obviously to be nice, but like everything she posts on Instagram is very negative. I cannot get past it now. And it literally just pops up. Like, I swear it's the first thing that pops up in my Insta feed. Like every time I pull it up and I'm like, why is this woman so negative? She's like freaking psychologist. Like, and it's like insane to me because, you know, yeah, I mean, when you have cancer, like some people have like lingering issues afterwards. Some people actually like rebound, you know, pretty good and don't have too much issues, you know, and like, I don't know. She puts a lot of stuff out there. I mean, I know I'm very open about my things too, but I mean, like, she's literally like,
yeah,
she's like posting all of like, she's like, I've got this bulge on my stomach, and she's like every single day like showing her bulge on her stomach, and I'm just like, if the doctors for 7 months have done every single test in the world and your referral to Mayo Clinic keeps getting denied because they don't think it's like necessary, maybe you just have like ate too much food. Like,
But and the problem is two things. One, take a seat. Double G is saying they may just see the worst. They may be negative. They may be completely fabricating everything just to get likes and validation and
right.
Yeah.
the idea of a sponsorship,
Well,
which is
I look at it
most
this way.
likely. But also, they may just be fucking lying. There are so many people. Okay, I'm gonna go on a
Before
10
you go on the
second
rant,
No, but I kind of like, I didn't want to be like that kind of person, to be like, put it out there, like, like what Gandalf was saying. But I mean, I'm kind of on the same wavelength as him right now.
Mhm.
yeah, I just look at it as like,
But let him continue.
okay,
You gotta shush, Gitch.
The fact is that there are a lot of people that feel like they identify with the disease, and then they say, "Oh yeah, that's totally me. I have that," and they don't. They just feel like that at some point. Like OCD is the biggest crime of that. There are people like, "Oh, I have total OCD. I can't have my knives facing two ways." It's like, that's not OCD. That's just you want things to be nice. OCD is you turn the light off 5 times before you leave a room, and if it doesn't turn off right, you have to try all over again. And
you have to start over. Yeah,
it's a torture device. It's not a mild inconvenience of how your silverware drawer looks. My ex-wife, because that's what she would say, and that shit pissed me off.
Oh,
And there are a lot of instances of not maybe. Well, I mean, OCD is one of the very, very popular ones, as well as celiac, the
Oh, yeah,
gluten-free
yeah.
shit. Those are the two main offenders in my
Fibromyalgia.
life
I
that
love
I've
that
dealt
one.
with. Yeah, exactly. Like, I get it. If you want to avoid a certain type of food because you've been eating too much of it, great. But don't say that you are a. It's like saying people have PTSD when they don't.
Well,
They just
anything
don't
that's
like a problem.
self-diagnosed is
Yes. Yeah.
like that.
And it annoys me because I can't tell. Like, there are people who will say a thing that I have this or I have that, and they are completely legit, but I cannot tell them apart from the people who are just like, oh, like I took this cleanse where like I only drank like lemon juice for a week, and I found out that
Well,
I can't have gluten anymore.
that's the social media like allows you to surround yourself in whatever worldview you're trying.
And
to live by.
validation. Let's be.
Yeah.
It's validation.
Crazy.
well,
They're
and
seeking
that's
validation.
why I try to be pretty realistic on social media. I mean, a lot of people look at me and they're just like, "Oh, she's fine. She's cured from cancer. She's this, that, whatever." And I feel, I mean, Gitch knows how I am day to day. He sees it and everything. I don't want to whine every single day, because that's really not who I am.
Mhm.
I want to be a pretty positive person. I believe that, positive in equals positive out. So that's what I kind of strive to be anyway. But
Yeah.
like I do want to, like, occasionally let people know, like, hey, there's like actual real stuff going on with me. And it's not always like roses and lollipops, on
Yeah,
my
it's not
page that
unicorn
it looks
farting.
like,
Fucking. Yeah. Yeah.
so
Exactly.
like I'm going to post my picture with no makeup on or something, like, oh, this is what I really look like. But whatever. But every single post this woman puts, she's like laying in a bed. She's like, I'm on my deathbed. And I'm just like, I'm not trying to be like comparative or my life's worse than yours, but like there's a lot of people that are living their best life, and like they're like amputees, they're quadriplegics, like they are like they've had like devastation happen. Not to
Yeah.
say that her going through cancer wasn't horrible, because you're facing your mortality. That's pretty dang scary. But like she's got a GI issue, she thinks, and it's like compared to some other people, it's like apples and oranges, and these other people are like, day to day, like still trying to like walk forward in life. She's just kind of like stuck in the past. And it's kind of difficult to like see a person like that, especially like if, occasionally I'll be like, hey, maybe you should try to like do a mindful walk today or try mindful eating or something, just kind of feel in the present instead of in the past, and she's like, yeah, I wish I could, except that I've got this much pain and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, sorry that I gave you an option to try something different to feel better. But I don't know. I just had to rant about that for a second because I saw her on my Insta again and it's driving me crazy. I'm literally going to unfollow her, I think, because it drives me nuts.
Sounds like the right thing to do.
Your comment about her being she's a psychiatrist and she still does all this negative stuff. It's like how the mechanic has the worst car because he doesn't have time to work on his own car because he's always working on everybody else's car. I feel like sometimes psychiatrists get into that trap where they don't have time to work on themselves because they're always helping other people work on themselves.
Yeah. It sounds like that person needs to, I mean, I fucking hate social media. I hate what it's done to the world. It's no good. There's been very, very little good to the influencer job description, right? It's done nothing. There's a couple that I follow and like that I watch, but they're not like self-absorbed. They're just like, I don't know, man. Like I just like playing video games and my wife's cool, so let's play some video games and talk about my wife.
Yeah.
Great. I will support you. But then there's other people where there's like literally will say like, so many of you follow me and you can't even spend $5 to subscribe to my channel. What are you even doing with that money? You can absolutely afford to. If you can't afford to subscribe to me, then you shouldn't even be here. Like, it's such a delusional mindset. Like, there's so many people that need a fucking slap in the face, metaphorically, maybe physically. But I don't like physical violence, but like a loved one that's like, hey, back to reality, let's go. They need that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just insane, just in general, how like society is with like just how people are so like self-consumed anyway right now. It seems like I don't know.
Yeah,
it kind of drives me crazy.
Yeah, no, I feel you, and I agree with you.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend that she lived on our old street in North Carolina, and she's a chaplain's wife, and they just moved to South Carolina, and we were just catching up and whatever, and she was just like, how are you doing? Like, obviously, you're not going to be like in the nursing program right now, right? I'm like, no. I like literally, there's no way I can do that. I changed my major because there's no way I can do that in the future, looking at everything that's happening health-wise to me right now. And then she was like, well, yeah, you just need to just focus on yourself, and like all you need to do every day is just take care of you. And she was like, you shouldn't be in school, you shouldn't do this, you didn't do that. And I was just like, I can't like have nothing to look forward to in my day, because otherwise I'm going to dwell on whatever ache or pain or what worry I have to talk about to the doctor that day or whatever. Like, that will just like literally make me crawl within myself and like lose all hope for like having a life in the future. Like, I need to have something to like feel like I'm contributing in the world. Otherwise cancer will just like kill me. And it's like, she didn't understand that that's like part of my mental self-care, like when you have like a chronic illness or a serious illness, you just can't like all the time just like give up life.
Yeah, when you have a real problem, like a real problem, there are very strict circumstances and ways that you can react to it. When you are faking and dramatizing, when you're being a fucking drama queen about a problem that you have no right to actually be a drama queen about, and saying, "Oh, but what if this were to happen to me?" and it's not happening to them, they can just fuck right off. Because it's not helpful to anyone.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
The old what if traps.
so we've been trying to have like Chrissy Gumi be able to speak to her brother sometimes. And
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Well,
the only way
he's older, right?
yeah, he's older. He's like 10 ish years
so
older.
Chrissy Gumi is the youngest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's full spectrum autistic and not very
He's barely verbal.
yeah, he's barely
Okay.
verbal. He is not potty trained. It's weird to say that for a 20-year-old person. But like
It's only weird
he's
if you're
been very
not familiar with
neglected
autism.
in his disorder. And so he lived with his dad for a good part of his life because, you know, my sister lost her rights to all of her kids. And but now apparently she's got him back. And I don't know how.
She's got Chris Gumi's brother back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Is the dad that inept?
Yeah, the dad gave him back. Yeah.
Dad didn't want to deal with him anymore because he's an adult now.
Yeah.
So, and he never acknowledged that he had autism.
Yeah.
The dad.
Well, that's because it was caused by the vaccines.
And the Tylenol.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah. So so she's got him back. And so unfortunately, me having to deal with my sister is like the only way that I can be able to have Chrissy Gumi talk to her brother. And it's literally like I swear, just like freaking making a deal with the devil or something. You know, it's like, okay, you know, you're going to get Mikey on the phone at such and such time. And then, you know, Chrissy Gumi's going to be on the phone. And then it's going to be like, okay, you know, if my sister starts talking, then I'm going to like freaking hang up the phone. And she knows this. But then now, depending on the mood that Chrissy Gumi's in, she just might be like, well, I want to hear Mikey's voice. I want to talk to him. So maybe she's going to try to like put up with hearing her bio mom in the background. But then sometimes, you know, that's really just horrible for her.
Mm-hmm.
And so she doesn't really realize that though. And so it really backfires. So it's really a fine line to walk on, that whole situation.
Yeah.
And so that's been introduced back into our life.
Mm-hmm.
It's a freaking nightmare. Me having to deal with her, my sister.
Her sister, Kandar, if you will recall, Emma, is very similar.
Wait, have I met Emma?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Who's this?
Emma. You know who Emma is.
No.
Yeah,
He has stricken her from his brain.
apparently.
No, you said her sister Emma.
No, her sister is very much like dealing with Emma.
Oh, okay. I heard her sister Emma, who you know. I was like, I have never met. Yes, I know Emma. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like having a
she's got borderline
conversation.
personality.
Having a
Yeah.
conversation with my sister in one conversation, it's like you've spoken to like 7. I swear, she just like cycles between personalities, and I'm just like,
You know, it's weird how times have changed. Do you remember the days when we would go to Bill's house and we would go on AOL? We literally made a character on AOL. We made an account on AOL before the internet was really a real thing. And we named him Schizo 567.
Yep.
And we would take turns. It would be me, Gitch, Ian, and Bill and we would take turns. There'd be 3 people playing GoldenEye or Mario, Dr. Mario, and 1 person chatting on AOL with another human being. It'd be like, oh, just so you know, I kind of have this problem where I kind of switch personalities every once in a while. And then what would happen is we would close the chat window, rotate, and then open up the chat window again. Well, chat history wasn't even a thing back then.
Well, once you close the window, it was gone.
Right. And so the person would be like, oh, that's funny, haha. And then it would be like suddenly now Gitch is up there and started this brand new conversation with this poor soul on the other side of the fucking internet. And they'd be like, what are you talking about? Who are you? And some of them would really fucking lean into it.
Yeah.
We had a few that really they became obsessed with
this person.
Yeah, and not only that, but they fell in love with the schizo, and it was 4 of us, and all of us have kind of similar but pretty different personalities. It was wild. That was the fucking Wild West of the internet right there.
Oh yeah, it was.
Anyway, it just reminded me of that. I know it's not relevant to what we were talking about. But that reminded me of that story.
I remember schizo.
Oh my gosh, I cannot imagine.
I also remember figuring out how to overload the system on AOL so that you can clear
with
out
proggies?
an entire chat room.
With proggies? Yeah. I wrote a couple proggies because I was a lead hacker.
You guys are talking about. Well, I was never in like a chat room in AOL though.
Yeah, so back in the day, with like AOL and like your AOL accounts, if you tried to throw like HTML, like the thing that actually renders a website into your email, it would take so long. So all you had to do was throw the same HTML code, like a break line or like a horizontal rule or something like that would like separate a paragraph from a paragraph. Seemingly pretty standard and not at all problematic. But you throw about 1,000 of them in one email back in the day, and the entire client would freeze up. And so I remember when I was I don't want to say dating because that wouldn't be right, but when I was Kitchen's boyfriend, I would actually, because I met her through AOL, and I would be like, hey, does this break your client? Like, does this disconnect you? And I would just fucking shoot her this AOL bomb that was it would take her 15 minutes to recover. And she's like, yeah, everything broke. I was like, sweet, I did it right. Thanks, babe. You're so great. I love you. I hope to kiss you someday. Because it was so fucking cringy. It was so bad. Oh my god.
Oh,
I was so goddamn leet. Whew.
Yeah, I don't even know why I've never been in an AOL chat room. I had an AOL email address. I think I was just busy like raising a kid and working.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was doing AOL chat rooms and Yahoo chat rooms and Yahoo 21 playing 21 blackjack in Yahoo and
IRC and ICQ came out and you're like, all right, well these are new things. How do we fuck with this?
Yeah. A good old IRC.
I don't know what that is.
And IRC is still around, like the Army still uses Merc.
Yeah. It's sad that it's still around. I mean it's low level, but I guess.
Yeah, I had a Yahoo email back when we started talking.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
I still had a Yahoo email too that I would periodically log into, but I didn't use it regularly.
Yeah, just to log in and send Emma flowers for her birthday.
Man, do you remember when I very first got email? We were in 6th grade, and I had just gotten Juno email. And
With,
it was
the diff? with the disc or whatever.
Well, no, it was at the time there was no like cable, so I had to dial up to check my email.
Yeah.
And so I would call up Gitch. I would call him up on the phone and say, "Hey, I'm gonna send you an email. You check it in about 5 minutes," because that's not how long it took. And I would send him an email like, "Hey, dude, do you want to get together and ride our bikes around the neighborhood," or some bullshit like that?
Yeah.
And then I would like, "Okay, I said it. You can check it out." And then we had to hang up because we had to use our own phone line to dial in and to get and we like went like 4 or 5 times back, and then Gitch just called me. He's like, "Yeah, I don't want to actually do that. Like, it takes so much longer. Let's just get together." And I was like, "Okay, but it's not as cool, but that's okay." It was wild. Oh my god. Fucking hilarious.
Oh, the days. Yeah.
It was like a John Mulaney sketch with us. It was just
Man, I feel like I missed out on the whole like being online. I mean, I obviously used internet when it was dial up, but like I don't think it was like something I used a lot or something until then all of a sudden I guess when it became like broadband or something and then you didn't have to have dial up or whatever.
yeah.
Like, that's probably when I started like actually using it for people. I don't know. But I honestly cannot think of any time where I'd have that same type of situation or be on a chat line or anything. Like, I mean, MySpace, I remember like that was
Setting up your music.
MySpace was like the most active I was, and that was like, I was like, what, 25 or something when that became popular. So I thought it was pretty cool that I could like code my own freaking stuff so I could make my wall patterns and stuff and put my, pictures in and my music and whatever. And I was like, oh, wow, I can like copy this stuff and put my code in and then I can like decorate my MySpace wall and blah, 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 but whatever. I still have my MySpace. I go into it occasionally.
MySpace was a heyday. Man, I pulled so much tail with MySpace. It was weird. And I had no reason to be able to do so.
He what?
She pulled tail in MySpace.
What's that?
I had sexual relations with MySpace friends.
On MySpace?
Oh, are you okay? Are you secretly a boomer?
What?
She kind of is
Wait,
Okay.
what? Did you call me
So
a dude?
a boomer.
A boomer. Were you born in the 60s, but you're really pretending you're from the 80s? Actually, I know that you're from late 70s.
70,
So
yeah.
So no.
Wait, no, you were just finding the people you're having sex with on MySpace? You weren't doing video sex on MySpace?
No, I never got into the
Was there a
cybering
way of
thing.
doing video stuff on MySpace? I don't know.
No. Back then, video wasn't a thing. There was
there, like,
cybering where you
Private
would send
messages
a
on MySpace? I don't remember.
you send it.
There was private
you
messages.
Yeah, you'd send like a personal message to someone that was like, "Hey, what's up? You're hot. I pulled down on my pants. What do you do?" And they'd be like, "Oh, that's cool. I pulled down my pants too. What do you do?" And then somehow people would get off. I never did that. Since the invention of a personal message from one person to another, it has been sexualized.
Oh yeah.
Sex and porn rule the world.
That's what I did.
What's that?
I sang karaoke on MySpace.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you missed out on a whole culture.
I did have during the time frame of MySpace though, I had a booty call guy in Virginia Beach.
Ah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so I used to like fly back and forth, and he'd fly to Evansville.
I had a couple booty calls on MySpace, and I had one terrible interaction, which Gitch was directly involved with. Do you remember this?
What?
I remember.
So
I
myself,
wouldn't say I was directly involved. I was just kind of there.
Wait, in the same room?
no. So it was the time was 2000 and probably 3. No. Because it was
2004.
it was right before we enlisted.
Yeah, it
So
was
2005.
2004, beginning of 2005.
Well, you went in 2006. I went in 7.
Yeah.
We had to cut our lease short, so it was 2005 to 2006, somewhere in there. Anyway, it was a girl that I think we went to high school with, or was sisters with a girl we went to high school with. And I met her on MySpace. We went out on we said, all right, well, let's go on a date. It'll be fun. What's a good restaurant to go to for a first date? Well, how about TGI Fridays? So that's what we did. We got some potato skins. We got some fries. We got a couple of margaritas.
Oh, yeah, I did go with you, didn't I?
Yes,
Like
I
the
dragged
third
you
wheel.
with me. I dragged you with me because I wasn't very sure about this girl.
I remember now.
And so we went there. We had a couple drinks. She had several drinks. So he and I both had like one. She had like 3 or 4. She was wasted. And then we're like sitting there.
Pre-game before she got there, didn't she?
I don't know. All I know is like you and I, she went to the bathroom. We're like, we can't in good conscience let her, she drove here. We can't let her drive home. So let's drive her back to the apartment. We'll throw her on a couch, give her some water, and she can, we'll figure it out in the morning. Right?
Yep.
Which is what our plan was. We did. I think one of us, because we didn't drive separately. One of us drove. So I think
Yeah, you drove.
Yeah, so I think you finished off her drink while she was in the bathroom. I drove us all home. And she was like, she came back to the apartment with us because I was like,
Yeah,
look,
well, I think you drove her and I drove her car.
Was
So
this
that
when
she
you were
would-
sleeping underneath a table or in a closet or something?
No, I was
that's,
sleeping in the dining room.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
okay.
that's a different story. That's
Yeah.
Another guy slept in a closet that Gitch had all of his clothes in, and then
Yeah, that was my
person threw up
I
all
used
over.
the linen closet for my closet
Yeah.
because I was
No,
sleeping in the.
Yep, this was different. This was like, I would say January, because I had just gotten I had just gotten a present from one of my cousins that was like a really nice like blanket like for the bed. But so we all came back to the apartment, and Gitch goes to bed. Our roommate B he's already in bed and asleep. And so I take her off to my room, and I set her on the bed and say, hey, have some water, figure yourself out. When you get tired, go to sleep. I'll sleep on the couch out there, because she was very drunk. Like, I'm not gonna do anything about that. Like, not interested. So I'm sitting there, like, she's falling asleep on the bed. I'm playing World of Warcraft on my computer in my room, because this is just that was when when World of Warcraft was a thing. And she says, hey, take a look at this. And I look over, and she is hey, WoW is eternally good.
Oh yeah.
So but
I'm
at this
waiting
time
for the Microsoft acquisition anyway.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so she says, hey, take a look at this. And I'm like, I got headphones on, I'm playing WoW, I'm like killing like orcs and stuff and pigs and all that shit. And I look over, and she's completely nude and doing things to herself that would be TOS if I were to describe them over Twitch. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's good for you. I'm kind of playing a game though. So I'm gonna go back to the game because I knew, like, if someone is in that state and they're like, you just kind of got to let them get their energy out, and then So I did that, and 20 minutes go by, and she had fallen asleep at some point, and she woke up, and she went, "Uh-oh." And I didn't know what that meant, so I looked over. Now, I was, early 20s, didn't really know what was going on. I had heard of it. I'd read about the shit in books. I'd never seen it in real life. But apparently, that's the exact time that her period decided to strike.
Oh.
On top of the brand new blanket that I had gotten from my cousin Laura, which was a white blanket, by the way.
Oh.
And I said, you need to go. The blanket is now yours. There is a cab always sitting out front. Here's $20. Get yourself home safe. And I pushed her out into the hallway, locked the door. And then I immediately walked into the kitchen where Matt was sleeping, and I knocked on the fridge and I said, "Gitch, are you awake?"
Yeah.
And he could take it from there.
So I woke up because I heard whispering in the kitchen. Because so the way that the bed was set up is
Hey, Gitch,
Yeah.
you are talking like a million decibels.
okay. So the way that the room was set up is I was in the dining room, and then the kitchen went through to the door that went out into the hallway. It was an apartment building, and the way that my bedroom was set up is I had almost sheer fabric, like separating the kitchen from where I was sleeping, and then the living room from where I was sleeping, so that I could feel like I had like a little privacy for myself. But when the light was on in the hallway, I could see through the sheet that was hanging there. So I just hear this whispering, and I hear this girl going, "I'm so sorry. I can wash it for you, and I'll bring it back." And James is like, "No, it's yours. Keep it. Just you need to leave." And then I was like open my eyes, and I was like looking at this interaction happening in like shadow forms on my sheet, and then I hear him shut the door, and like he bops his head against the door. He's like, and then he comes over into the kitchen, and he's like, "Gitch, are you awake?" And I was like, what the hell just happened?
I mean,
tell me the whole story.
Oh, I feel bad about it now, right? Like, it was a shock to, like, I wasn't completely sober. Like, we had drank after we got back home, but it was the first time I had experienced this, and it was such an unapologetic approach to, like, hey, check this out. Look at my vaginal cavity. Uh-oh, it went bleed all over your bed. Like, that's the experience that I had personally in my head. I was like, I don't know how to process this, so I need to vacate this whole thing from my system, and I'll figure, like, nowadays, if I wasn't in an established relationship and something like that happened, like, hey, fuck it, no problem. I got sheets. Here's a shower. Do your thing. We'll figure it out. Life happens. But I was 20.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know shit about fuck. I mean, it's just how it was. And it was
21, because
Yeah, you guys were drinking.
yeah, you're right, 21. And I will say, I did get my blanket back, because 6 months later,
Wait,
this is a new development even for Gitch, I think.
Is it the chick that you saw again at like Mankato or something?
No. We had each other's emails or phone numbers or whatever, and texting was barely in its infancy at the time, but it was still kind of coming up. And she said, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?" She's like, I'm fine. I got your blanket ready for you. I cleaned it. I bleached it. It's fine. It's good to go. You can take it if you want it. And I said, hey, all right, I'll take the blanket. And then I went over to her place, and then we fucked for like 2 hours, and I left the blanket there. So it's a happy ending.
Well, there you go. And you learned a valuable lesson.
I did. To not wait 6 months because, hey, periods are a monthly thing, and that shit just happens.
Period blood is the friends we made along the way.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wait, what?
The real period blood are the friends you make along the way. Yeah.
It's a meme.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
That does not shock me at all.
It's pretty. It's a Reddit meme.
Was
nowadays
just a meme in general.
Yeah. But
damn it, I died in Slay the Spire. All right, it's midnight. I have to work in the AM.
Yeah, we got an appointment, and I have to work in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a good time. Those of you in chat, thanks for putting up with me. You two, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in. Take a seat.
Yeah, I will exit gracefully so you can do your good night thing. So I'll see you later.
Take it easy.
Actually, I'll be playing D&D with you next weekend, bud.
Yeah, next weekend.
Yeah, I've taken it easy on you in the one session we've had. I plan to ask about backstories for every NPC you have, so be ready for that.
Well, good thing I have a book to read from.
That's right. All right. I'll see you two later. Take care.
Take it easy. All right. And I think. Are you ready to call it then?
Yeah, I guess. Because I'm not I guess I should have taken my like night meds a while ago. So it's gonna take a little bit. But when I fell, man, I like hit it hard. My leg,
Yeah.
I'm a little scared to peel my pants off and
Uh-oh.
look freaking stinging down my leg and hurts. So we'll see what that looks like.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
I take my leggings off. So take a seat. I like fell when I was coming up the stairs earlier. I was bringing our coffees up and my little cheese platter thing. I have an Irish setter that sometimes we put him on what we call leash jail. He just basically like has the leash on him and like it drags around. When he's got his leash on him, for some reason, he thinks like he's like can't do stuff or something. He doesn't act very well. He's a puppy still. So he doesn't really act crazy or anything. And so we just put him in leash jail. It just literally just putting a leash on him and he drags it around with him wherever he goes. So as I was going up the stairs, I tripped on the leash and completely biffed it with my coffee and his coffee and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm already a fall risk. I fall a lot as it is. So I should be used to it. But
Well, I mean, it still hurts.
Yeah, it still hurts.
Hurts no matter how many times you do it. It just keeps hurting.
Yeah. So
we're going to go figure that out. Thanks to everybody for coming in. Really appreciate hanging out with y'all. Make sure you hit that follow button, subscribe button if you're on YouTube, whatever platform you're on. So you know when we go live. We're going to try to start doing this on Sundays now.
And maybe like an occasional pop in throughout the week,
yeah.
Depending on my energy.
But definitely going to try to do it regularly as we can on Sundays at 9 o'clock Eastern. So if you want to pop back in around that time on a Sunday evening and just hang out with us, we'd be glad to have you. Again, Stack Up, great organization. Throw them some money if you feel like it. If you got anything that you can spare, they're helping out with trying to fight the veteran suicide rate through gaming and geek culture and just like overall good vibes. So go throw them. At least take a look at their site and see what they're all about. And until next time, pour on.